I am that kid 100%.
Duh. Duh.
Um, what do I like in this dirty game? It's really just really it's been something I've been looking at every week. I'm 10-3 in the NFL props so far this season, and
Ooh, you've
something I
withheld that from me.
something I do pretty often. I look at who Seattle is playing against, and I want to look at the quarterback passing attempts over. Most of the reason throughout the year has been, they've had a top five, six, whatever run defense. The best way to attack them is through the air, and a lot of the games that they're playing, they're expected to be winning. They're up by a big margin. This is one of those games with a 13-point spread where you get down early. It's gonna be nothing but throw, 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 throw. I know Cam Ward might not have the most success. I've actually bet on a Cam Ward pass attempt prop over. I think it was versus the Colts earlier in the season, and wasn't throwing a lot, but they got down so much. He just has to continue to keep chucking it. He's averaging, I think, a little bit above 33 pass attempts so far this season. The Seahawks are allowing a little bit above 37 pass attempts this season, and he's hit 32 and a half, 7 out of 10 games so far. So I like over for Cam Ward, 32 and a half pass attempts.
Ooh, okay. I like the approach a lot on that. I'm going to dive into the Cam Ward pass attempt props now and that Seattle trend. I really like any of those kinds of trends. Before we get to the weekend, this is the best time for people to jump in online so that they could take advantage of early numbers before they move. In the NFL, where would you tell people are good lines to jump in on right now?
Well, there are probably four games that I feel pretty strong about. One of them, I don't know if it's popular or not, but I like, and I took the Vikings. Um,
Ooh, too many points in a divisional game?
there's that. There's also, I mean, Green Bay plays the Lions next week, and this Green Bay offense has just been absolutely pathetic ever since Tucker Kraft went down. Now, not only that, Jacobs is banged up. Um, Jordan Love, he's a little banged up and he sucks. And nobody else on the team catches the ball when he does make the right play. So the offense just hasn't looked good enough to lay this many points. Combine that with the spot. I, I mean, Minnesota, I know JJ's not the best, but he did go and beat Detroit in Detroit. I think that he can be good enough to keep them in this game. So I think they'll. I mean, Jordan Love is okay against the blitz, but I just don't have a lot of faith in that offense, and I know he'll get blitzed a lot. So I like the spot for Minnesota this week.
Yeah, especially to be laying so many points, Green Bay, in this divisional game, close to a touchdown. What else you got for us in the NFL?
Um, let's see. Another game that I really like. I will go with. I will go with Arizona and Jacksonville. So
Ooh. Oh boy,
pretty
I'm nervous what you're going to say about this because I'm going to tell you about me in Arizona in just a minute.
well. I'll tell you first of all. I took the Jaguars last week against my
Okay.
Chargers, and the reason was not so much. I think it was more so just, I know the teams that the Chargers struggle against, and that's the perfect team that the Jaguars are. Now, the Jaguars' run defense is a lot better than their pass defense. Arizona doesn't want to run the ball. They don't even have any running backs. All they're going to do is pass. Their offensive line pass protects way better than the Chargers do. And I trust Jacoby Brissett to dissect that Jacksonville secondary. So I like that for them. They're not going to just be able to just pick on a weak pass protection and run the ball all game. So it's really a fade of Jacksonville and trusting Jacoby Brissett in the way that they play. So I haven't pushed a button on Arizona, but I like them.
This freaking Cards team, I have backed them in back to back weeks, and they have screwed me and made me look like an absolute moron for 2 straight weeks. So here's what's going to happen I'm going to lay off the Cards, and they're going to end up winning this game outright against Jacksonville. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'll take it.
I'll probably put them in a pick 'em. I probably will because I can't. I have to. At this point, as horrible as this is as a gambler, but it's in a pick 'em contest. I'm not betting this straight up. I can't not hit when they decide to cover. Like, I'm now going to be mad. That is a horrible approach to gambling. Don't follow me. Joseph Gomez, since you mentioned your Chargers, said Herbert's O-line useless with all the injuries.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna put y'all on game, okay? Because I've been betting the
Now
Chargers
you
pretty
got
good.
Hakeem heated.
No, no, no. The O line sucks. He's right. But I'm gonna tell you how to bet the Chargers because
Okay.
unlike the Lakers, I'm completely unbiased with the Chargers. Like
Oh, good. Okay. So we could trust you now.
there's no bias. I like to make money watching my team. I know they suck, whatever the case is. So the deal with the Chargers is they're going to struggle against teams who can run the ball. They're going to struggle against teams who have a solid offensive line or a good blitz scheme. They're going to struggle against those kind of teams. Against the teams where, like for example, if they were to play Buffalo, where they could just run the ball and run protect, they can run block well. They can't pass block. So those are the teams that you got to target for the Chargers to play well against. If you play against, teams that have a solid D line and make the Chargers have to play from behind and they have to pass protect, you're going to see Herbert throwing the ball in the dirt like he was last week. So I'm just trying to tell y'all.
Hey, I have your Chargers to win the division, so I am personally offended by your offensive line. It really screwed me out of a plus 360 ticket. I
Yeah,
have the Chiefs to go under their win total at least, so that's nice. But
yeah,
everyone was loving the Denver Broncos this year, preseason. I felt like everyone was high on the Broncos. I really believe your Chargers, if the O line didn't have all the injuries,
I agree.
would have won this division.
I agree with you. I don't think the Broncos are this good. And once Slater got hurt preseason, I was already like, all right. Then when
Yeah.
Joe Walk got. I'm like, it's over. So I agree with you. There's one
Yeah.
more game I have to talk about though.
Okay. Oh boy.
I
Is it the Chiefs
want to.
Colts game?
No, that's the fourth one. So if we want to talk about that one, we can. But there's another one I have to talk about too.
Okay, what is
So
it?
we'll talk about the Chiefs first. How about that? Because it'll be quick.
Oh my god, now I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay, let's go Chiefs first.
It'll be quick. You know how much I like the Chiefs. You
Yeah,
know how much
that's
I
why I'm a
trust
little
Mahomes.
nervous about what you're gonna say.
All week I've been thinking like, if this is any other team, I'm running to the window and I've already put my money down. Like the teams that the Chiefs, in my mind, are not good against are exactly who the Colts are. They have good offensive line and good running back and can run the ball. That makes me nervous. But I feel like Andy Reid and who Spagnola, they're smart enough to just stack the box and make Daniel Jones beat you. And if they do that, I think that they can have a chance. So I'm still considering the Chiefs, regardless of not pushing the button you know, all week
Minus three and a
long.
half.
Yeah, I think they can get the job done.
Okay, you like the Chiefs this week. Who's the fourth game?
It is the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Everyone's loving this game. Everyone wants action on the toilet bowl.
Absolutely. How can you not?
Well, and you live in Vegas, so that helps. In
And
fact,
I
it's
hate the
probably
Raiders.
going to get the most action over at the Superbook this week, solely because it is the worst game on the slate.
I am very biased in this game. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Why?
I live in Las Vegas. I absolutely cannot stand the Raiders. Out of any sport, any team, I hate the Raiders the most. But I'm being straight up when I'm telling you this. The Raiders are just pathetic. They just suck this year. They're so bad. Teams are kneeling the ball from 3 minutes on the clock left just to mercy them because they know they can't go back and score or do anything. This Raiders team, they're allowing people to get in the backfield and touch Genty before he even crosses the offensive line. Gino, if you put pressure on him, he just throws the ball up or falls down. They're absolutely pathetic. There's nothing to like about the Raiders this week. The Browns, they haven't been that good as a team, but there is something to like for the Browns this week. Everybody on that team, especially on the offensive side, it's clear who they wanted to be the quarterback. And when you finally get your guy in the quarterback, you're going to step up and you're going to play for them. Um, Honestly, the defense can win this game alone. From what I've said about the Raiders, this Browns defense, especially in Myles Garrett, can just wreck this game by themselves and win the game. When you look at what the Browns did last week offensively, which is what a lot of people who probably bet the Raiders are going to say, Shadur didn't look very good. And that's true.
Shador
He
looked
didn't,
terrible against my Ravens.
and that's true. But he got thrown in the game. He didn't have any practice time with the first unit. Now he's playing with Dylan Gabriel's, playbook, whatever you want to call it. Now he's had a full week with the first unit guys. Well, on Friday, which is today, he's gonna sit down with the coach and tell the coach these are the plays I like. Blah 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 blah. They're going to have a game plan for him, and all the players are going to
Well, the
step
game
up.
plan better be dump it off to somebody because he couldn't throw a deep ball accurately.
We've seen Shador throw the ball. We've seen him multiple levels. We've seen the college players that he's lifted and made look good enough to come to the NFL. He can throw the ball. He's gonna look a lot different this week than he did last week, and everybody's gonna step up and play for him. So I like the Browns.